Hi guys, welcome to the news and updates of the Steam Cities for the month of July. So we managed to this month to finish all the files and send everything to final production for the prototype. So we are now already starting to build that prototype in the factory, and there was a bunch of changes. Those changes has to do with the box dimensions and also on the insert design where the those miniatures are going to fit. So the box, instead of being 28 by 28 millimeters, is going to be 24 by 24 millimeters, which I think still fits on the Acalax on a Calax. So that's my main goal, because I don't like the boxes too wide or too big and doesn't fit anywhere. So this is actually one of my concerns, and we had to rearrange the components, and I'm going to show you what we've done. So this was my first attempt to visualize, and bear in mind this is a box by 28 by 28, to visualize how we could fit all the components. The problem is this: then when we trying to create the inserts, and when the box is in vertical, the pieces will move along. So, and this was the second attempt which we went through for the final insert model. So, and this is everything over it. So this is something that we have here now. So this is the model, the final model for that insert, which you could see everything. It's by color, it's by upgrade level, and you could see also this then going to take another on the top, and then here will fit. So here will fit the main boards and everything else. So and we have going to have slots for the terrain, which we didn't have before, and we're going to have slots for the cards as well. So this way the things get a bit more neaty, not like this. This is quite of a big of a mess. Uh, and I think is much better. So we managed to increase we had to increase the size of the box. This wasn't possible to do in 28 by 28, so it's 24 by 24 by 80 millimeters of well, I'm saying 34. It means 340 millimeters by 80 millimeters of height. So everything can fit with the manual all of on the top of everything. So this was the biggest challenge. Actually, the designer of the inserts recommended a bigger box, and I said, no, guys, we need the box to fit within the Galax. That's the main goal. And I hope with a 34 by 34 by 80, that will allow us to fit and to be average size as the every box that as a standard size. So what this as change is not only the size but also the cost of the game. So had to be a smish. We tried to observe all that cost as well, but there's some things that we trying to reduce the costs on other way. One of the things is by injection molding, although the injection molding in terms of the to create the mold itself, the tooling, it's quite expensive. So we hope we're going to achieve the milestone on the Kickstarter for us to be able to produce all the models through injection molding. Otherwise, the 3D printing, depending on the number of quantities, could be one of the options. But then there's a lot of refinement afterwards as well. So it's not a win-win solution, and the type of plastic, it's different. So the plastic that we're going to use, and let me go back here. So the type of plastics that we're going to use here, especially this piece here, the propellers and all this is quite. This is the most fragile model. So that's why we need to be really careful on how we're going to how we're going to create this, because this needs to be flexible. And if we go for the 3D printing, they not be flexible as much. So at the moment, all the prototypes are going to be in 3D prints, but then in production will be mold injection, so we can deliver a better quality product. And in terms of the components, the and the much stronger than the normal 3D print, which breaks easily. And I know because I 3D printed, and time to time the sails break, or the propeller just gets broken, and we want to have a better quality material there, and that's by using injection mold. So we hope we have a huge number of backers in order to allow us to go for the injection molding. So one of the things as well that we're working, and we just finished, is the refinements of all the animations that we have so far. As you can see, this one in the back, but now we just we've done, and Bex has worked on that, has redone all the entire animations with more fluids, more clear, more with more uh, clarity. Much better. It's done by a professional, so it's much better than the ones I've done. Um, Although we are using exactly the same message, the way you going to it's on that animations tells you what you need to do in the game. Basically, it's a small how to play, a small example how the game will be played, and and as soon as we finish those animations, well, sorry, and as soon we convert them, all of them, into the videos that we need, the format that we need in order to put on the Kickstarter campaign that will be available on the Kickstarter campaign. At the moment, the Kickstarter campaign we are running, or the pre-campaign that we are running, is just on our launch page, and that still has the old animations, which we hope to update in the upcoming days. So, and here is the animation now, the new animation. That's so we have a more bouncy castle upgrades, which we're going to describe every single city: the city of Seafolk, the city, the Steam City, city of Speed. So, and we have here uh, every single description of all the cities, with a better view, more in terms of graphic detail, much better than I had before. Um, and the way you collect the resources, how you move the city around, how you deal with the upgrades, all of those animations were improved. Here you can see now the final components that we're going to have on the game. Let me go back. Sorry. So here now we can see all the final components, which are the grain, the woods, and the building materials. In this case, it's going to be a small house that's going to allow you to upgrade. And this is just an example how so as soon as you fulfill um, that level of upgrade, you're going to be able to put the top of the cathedral, meaning that you're going to have now a slot available to do the ultimate upgrade weapon, which is this one. Then goes over there. So as soon as you have all the resources to fulfill this, it's going to be 6 building resources. Uh, as soon as you fulfill them, they will you have the upgrade here. And here on this animation, which we didn't have before, you can see quite clear how the inserts of every single cube and every single resource, and how it sits, and what you're going to get at the end, on the production game, and also on the prototype. So trade and sabotage, here we have a really good example of what's happening. So basically, you are sabotaging, and then you roll a dice, and the die may be destroying one of your resources or upgrades. In that case, was the upgrade that was removed. Here we're going to have example how you can give support. So let's say that the 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 blue the blue player is going to support the red player, and then each one of them, they count the points, and each one of them is going to draw a combat card, and then they going to deal based on the power that each card is going to have, plus the sum of the city. And in the case of the red one, if the red one is going to if the blue one is going to support the red one, so that's going to be one more support for the red. So it means that instead of 4, you're going to have 5, plus the city, which is going to be 4. So this is going to do a total of 8, and this is going to do a total of 3 plus 2, which is going to be 5. So it means that the red one is going to win. So in this case, when the red, if the red wins, so it destroys two opponents upgrades, but the green says if they lose, they're going to defend one upgrade. So it means that only one upgrade is going to be destroyed in this battle. So here in the vote and govern, we're going to have the vote strategy, which is, so if let's say that we vote for two of those, so we vote for those two for the first law, we can only vote for the second law, only those two. So we can't use this anymore because those votes are used. So this means that I'm going to vote just with the one. But since nobody else has voted for this to approve, so this didn't pass. It because the sum of them, the majority vote against. So it means that even you vote in favor, that will not the law will not pass. So unless you vote with two, probably you could pass. So you depends on the number of votes that are in favor and against, the total sum. So you need to declare that right at the beginning of the votes, before everybody. So as soon as the law come out, then every single body is going to vote immediately, simultaneously, say against or in favor, and the number, and they expose the number of ministers they want to vote against or in favor. Then everything is being counted, and we see if the law passes or doesn't pass. So in this case, cities cannot store more than 4. It means that the law it didn't pass and goes away. So this is Team Cities, and this is the new animations that we have updated. I hope they are really good. And yes, nothing we use so far in the game is AI. So every single thing that you see, videos, animations, components, all the components are handmade. So some digital art, of course. This is digital art, but it means that no AI was involved in those in this development of this game, except on the prototype that we did use as a placeholder. Okay, so the next stage is going to be as soon as we have the those boxes, the prototypes. We're going to start to send to the reviewers in order for them to create the videos that we are requesting, so we can publish on our campaign. And also we are aiming for this to be launched on the day of Essen. We'll be also in Germany at that time. Not with a stand, but we'll be there. And probably you can look for me because it's going to be a quite peculiar person dressed up. I'll be dressed up as one of the ministers, so you'll see me. You can distinguish myself from other people there. And please come to me, and you're more than welcome. I can talk with you about the game. The other thing that we are still working, and this is something that may postpone the Kickstarter campaign, which is the bureaucracy, which is being insane. For some reason here in Ireland, so it's requested for you to do a meeting. That meeting, unfortunately, the person was on holidays. I was on holidays. Then that person is on holidays. So this has been now. We hope that September we get our VAT number, so we can put on the Kickstarter campaign in order to progress with the Kickstarter campaign and start to focus all the traffic that we so far we focusing into or sending them into our landing page to the landing page of Kickstarter. And this is being really annoying. The bureaucracy and all the entire process. My my accountant actually are being amazing in will help me in doing this. So I hope I can have some updates soon. If we don't have this until the end of September, the VAT number, registration number, this is going to be quite hard for us to launch at the day of Essen. This is the target, our target, the 24th, 22nd, 24th. Um, but let's see, we are doing this. Also, we don't know the delays that we are having on the factory. We hope that the things are or well. They are supposed to finish last week or this week and to start to package and sending the stuff at the beginning of September, so we can send to the reviewers. I hope this is going to be the times are really tight, but we're trying to do everything. Um, Again, guys, thank you. This were the news and the updates of Steam Cities, what point we are. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share this project if you like it. Please share the project with everybody. We are doing an extra effort as well with our campaigns, our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube campaigns. And yeah, everything that you can help us. And if you enjoy the project and you like the project, please do so. Okay, guys, thank you. Cheers. See you next time.